Hey guys, Introspection here, and I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to discuss something that if you're a consumer of just about, I don't know, any physical product ever, you're probably going to want to know about this. So the first topic I want to discuss is the word chemicals. You often hear people say things like, oh, this thing has chemicals, so it's bad, or it doesn't have chemicals, so it's good. And you know what? They're completely right. This is very important. They're completely right, because I've heard quite a bit that chemicals, they make up just about everything. Okay, bad science jokes aside, I want to discuss how chemicals, or the word chemicals, has a very inaccurate connotation behind it. See, the thing is that for somebody to claim that something has chemicals doesn't really tell you a whole lot, because quite literally everything physical that's ever been found by science or man is consistent or completely made up of chemicals. Go ahead, try to name something that isn't made from chemicals. A tomato? Nope, that has a complex amount of chemicals. The microphone or computer I'm using? No. The immediate chemical that comes to my head is silicon, along with several other plastics and other chemical creations made to make these things. These are all chemicals. A pencil sharpener? Nope. Also made out of chemicals. Different ones depending on where you get your pencil sharpeners from, but they're all made of chemicals, I guarantee you that. So when somebody says this thing has chemicals, that doesn't really specify anything. And this inaccurate connotation is very, very commonly used by salesmen. You'll hear stuff like, our product doesn't have the chemicals that our competitors have. Now, if somebody comes up to you and claims that a physical product that they're selling is not made from chemicals, then one of two things is happening. Either they have found a mystical object that transcends modern science and defies all current laws of physics, or it's made out of chemicals and it's a marketing plan. Now, no, this doesn't mean that if somebody says this product doesn't have the chemicals that you don't want, that you shouldn't buy it. It just means that you should be like, what chemicals doesn't this thing contain, and why don't I want those chemicals? Take this hypothetical scenario. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, I was making a salad. I knew this salad was grown. I grew all of the ingredients myself, and I made this salad. Now, the salad itself is completely made out of chemicals, but I know that they're all good chemicals. It's a healthy salad, therefore you should eat it. Now, let's say that there was a counterpart salad, and they said that their salad has arsenic, a high level amount of arsenic that's very toxic to humans. So my claim would be, our product doesn't have chemicals such as arsenic. You'd be like, okay, yes, I know that arsenic in high doses is extremely toxic to a human body. Therefore, it makes sense that I will buy the salad that does not have arsenic in it. So my point here is that just generally, the term chemicals has a very negative connotation. And when somebody says this has bad or good chemicals, or just chemicals in general, you should question as to what chemicals specifically they're referring to, and you should know what those chemicals are and why they would be bad in this particular product. Just so that you end up making informed decisions. People have a tendency to buy products more expensive because they don't have a chemical that is completely harmless or doesn't affect the product whatsoever in terms of its counterpart cheaper product, or vice versa. So just think about that next time you hear chemicals this or chemicals that. Now, the other word I wanted to discuss is the word natural. Now, you hear companies advertising this a lot. We have a natural cream. We have a natural shampoo. Now, let me ask you, what do you think that natural means? Now, if you're like most people, or at least most people I've personally encountered, the word natural means that it comes from nature. And yeah, that's generally true, but there are a lot of things that come from nature that I don't think you would want in a lot of your products. Take, for instance, cobra venom. If I put cobra venom into an orange juice with no way of eliminating its negative effects on the body, yeah, technically it is natural because it came from nature, it came from a snake, But you probably don't want to be eating it unless there was some way that... Okay, I guess if you eat it, it's technically poison. But that's a whole other topic. My point is that just because it comes from nature doesn't necessarily make it a good thing. That's what people will be like, oh, you should use this product. And my response is why? And then they'll be like, because it's completely natural, so you should use it. And then I'll be like, what do you mean it's completely natural? And they're like, oh, it's all good, it comes from nature. That does, and then my response will be, that doesn't really tell me much. All you have confirmed is that, like a lot of other projects, things have come from nature and they made a product out of it. And it's even possible to take something that is good for you, like, say, orange juice, and then alter it to the point where it's not great for you, but still technically call it natural because it came from orange. Now, no, I'm not saying that you should not buy a product just because it does say natural or vice versa. My only claim here is that don't let that be the dictating thought in your mind. It shouldn't really be that contributing anyways, because it doesn't tell you much. Your question should be, okay, what about this product makes its so-called natural things good, or what about the other product of it not having your natural counterpart makes it bad? Now, once you are able to confirm these kind of things, then you'll be like, okay, this thing I should buy because it's natural, or because of the ingredients are in it that come from nature, because I know these specific ingredients are good. That's all I'm saying. Basically, I'm saying just look into it a little bit more. Saying the word natural doesn't really inform you a lot about the project, and certainly not as much as most people think it does. And I think that the general population deserves to know that. Well, guys, that's it for this video. If you have any other topics you think I should cover, please go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, along with any advice for my YouTube channel, because, again, I need all the help I can get. Otherwise, make sure to hit that subscribe button and my bell button. I post every other Sunday, so I will catch you in the next 2 weeks. Until then, hear nothing and listen to all. Bye, guys.